Grace and peace, everybody. You're checking out Berean TV. I just wanted to share a little something. A couple of minutes, I'm going to do an intro on some videos we've been working on. But it's the rise of the black Satanist. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. Satanism has been around for a while, but there's a certain form of Satanism that came on the scene in 1966 when Ronald Reagan was the governor of California. And it was under this man right here. If you notice in his right hand, he's displaying the grand hailing sign of Satan that has been around for a while. His name is Anton LaVey. He founded the Church of Satan in California in '66, and he's the author of what we call the Satanic Bible. Now, Satanism has been around, but LaVey actually introduced his specific type of Satanism called LaVeyan Satanism in 1966. Now, he's different from other Satanists that came around before in that this guy, he pushed atheism and he exalted materialism. This was the famous sign that he had, and from the very inception, rock music has been known to be satanic, or it has been birthed because of Satanism and to spread Satanism through music and through vibrations in a specific culture. But in recent decades, Satanism has been taking over other forms of music. So I want to talk about selling your soul. Rap music has gone to hell, as some would claim. Matthew 4, 8, and 9 says something very interesting in the Bible that, a lot of people look at the Bible as an old text, but there's so many spiritual truths in the Bible that is actually more relevant than any newspaper today, any other article today, because it speaks of the spiritual situation and the nature of man and mankind. Matthew 4, 8, and 9 says that the enemy, that Satan, took Jesus, the Messiah, up into exceedingly high mountain, and he showed him all the kingdoms of the world. And he said, all of this is mine, and I can give it to you if you'll just bow down and follow me. This is the birth of what some people would claim, or this is a background or a spiritual enlightenment or understanding of what some people would claim that we would call today selling your soul to the enemy. Now, we have seen in recent years, less than the last decade, that we see gang signs, we see satanic signs, we see the same symbol that hails Satan in the rap world. We see it on Facebook, we see it in World Star, we're seeing it in videos all over, and it's so strange, but there's nothing new, as Rich say, under the sun. Now, and what's involved, what entails in selling your soul? What entails in selling your soul is that the enemy, demons and principalities, they're over certain regions and they're over materialistic things. Remember, Anton LaVey's form of Satanism was to push materialism. And it seems like there's a certain culture, there's a certain group of people that are more materialistic than others. Even though they don't have too much in the stock market, they don't have too much by way of real estate, their neighborhoods are destroyed, but still they're obsessed with gold chains, they're obsessed with gold Jordans, and they're obsessed with the strip spot and sisters twerking and making it rain and materialism and cars and rims, and this thing has infected us greatly, but yet nobody is talking about it. The truth of the matter is music controls, or music has an influence on the spirit of a human being, and the music industry is controlled by Satanists or people that are involved in what they may call Luciferianism, and they understand the power of music and how music can sway somebody, and they're not only doing that with music, but they're also involved in the prison industrial complex. So they're pushing materialism, they're pushing jewelry, and brothers need to get their dope game on and selling dope, and we have rap songs that's glorifying killing each other, black on black and black on brown crime, and this is for a specific reason, because people have sold their souls because they're materialistic and they can't see any other way. We're going to get into it a little further in part 2 of the video, but I just wanted to drop this portion now. It's been heavy on my spirit, and the Most High God's people need to have an understanding. We have sisters that are obsessed with hair. They're obsessed with weave. They'll forego buying their children's clothes. They'll forego paying their rent so they can get the right weave, so they can look good to get the right guy. And it's an ongoing cycle, and we don't understand that it's caught up into materialism. And then so many people want to understand how our relationships are falling apart. She want to know, oh, he just wanted to sleep with me. I thought he really liked me. But this is what you displayed here and behind and cleavage, and you get what you put out there. So we got to start teaching our people. We got to start coming to a place where we realize that materialism is not everything. Every dollar that comes into our hand goes directly out of our community, and there's no other culture on the planet that this happens to. So we're going to get into the rest later on. Companies, you can say what you want. Companies are living off of people's ignorance. We're living in a time that we need to study to show ourselves approved. We need to know what's going on in and around us, what is going on inside of us and what's going on around us. Be careful what you're listening to. Be careful what you're watching. It has a direct influence on you. If you like what you heard, subscribe. You've been watching Berean TV.